Rāgānuga, logging in again. Gonna do a couple more blog entries. It's been a week or two since we done some, since I have, so I figured I should do this and check in with everybody. I am currently headed east from Texas over into Tennessee. The next gathering will be in Chattanooga on March 29th. If you're in the area, please stop by. And yeah, it should be a whole lot of fun. After that, the next one will be in Knoxville. And then after that, a week or two later, the next one will be in Asheville. And then at the end of April, I'll be down in Raleigh, Durham area. So I'll put the posters with the pictures as they scroll by here in this video, so you can make a note, check them out. You can sign up on the email list off the website, bhaktiyogamonk.com. You can log on to Eventbrite or Meetup, and you can get a free ticket for either one of these events. All of the events are by donation, so feel free to stop by anytime, no problem. Yeah, and that's pretty much the current news. And so the blog entries we'll be doing today are from about a year ago again. And the first blog entry is blog entry 171. And that is from March 3rd of 2025. And this is a really cool blog entry because I had been reading a lot of different Gita translations. And it's important to know that like the Gita translation, when you have the word for word, that's great. It's really great. When you have the English translated sentence below the Sanskrit verse, and it's really focused like that, that's really great too. What can happen in Gitas, in the translation of them, is they're written in a way that reinforces whatever the teacher that did that translation was teaching at the time. So depending on what they're trying to do, their translation reinforces and they use it as part of their foundation. So the more you can get to the word and you can read the like English translated sentence, the more you can kind of get the specific feeling and understanding of what was being conveyed, outside of the additional purports or commentaries or that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind if you happen to look at different Gita translations, just out of curiosity. The reason I was really excited about this Gita was because it was written from a Rāgānuga perspective. So it's written from a spontaneous devotion perspective, not so much the devotee Bhakti perspective, which is more the rules and regs. So it was really cool. It was more about the love and focusing, growing your love and what that looks like. And it was softer and, I don't know, uplifting in that way. All right, so here we go. Blog entry 171, March 3rd of 2025. Yesterday was a gentle, beautiful day. I had some soft interactions and also received my first Rāgānuga Bhakti Gita. This sacred text helps bring together the philosophy I studied with my teacher, giving it more structure and clarity. Reading it is deeply comforting. It feels as if all the hours I've spent reflecting on scripture and wrestling with the heart of Rāgānuga Bhakti are being confirmed and nourished. It's like a thread weaving through all the pieces, reminding me that this path is real, alive, and held by saints and teachers who have walked it before me. While reading, I had an especially powerful experience in the section where Krishna is about to send Bhishma off the planet with the wagon wheel. In that moment, I was overcome with a flood of love, and tears began streaming down my face, and I could feel the depth of Krishna's affection for Bhishma, truly an ocean of divine love. And it was breathtaking beyond words, beyond reason, beyond anything the mind could measure. It was as if Krishna allowed me to taste, if only for a moment, the sweetness of divine love that flows between him and his devotees. Even now, whenever I hear the name Bhishma, my heart softens and tears come. The love is so overwhelming, so pure, that it pierces through time and circumstance. It amazes me that even a year later, while reading this reflection, I still feel the same effect in my heart stirred, and my eyes will start to wet and my soul drawn into that sacred feeling of love from Krishna for Bhishma. The experience shows me that bhakti is not just about philosophy or study. It is about being touched by Krishna's love in such a way that it transforms the heart forever. Scripture is not meant to remain on the page, it is meant to come alive in our hearts. Bhishma's devotion, Krishna's compassion, and the sacred bond between them become more than stories. They become living truths that continue to shape my own journey. Perhaps this is the essence of Rāgānuga Bhakti, to live in such remembrance of Krishna's love that even a single name, a single moment can awaken waves of devotion within the heart. So this moment that I'm writing about here, it was incredible because it was like an ocean of divine love. And after this happened in this meditation, oftentimes it won't be as accessible afterwards. But for some reason, Krishna had me, anytime I would even think of the name Bhishma for like months after this, I would just well up with this huge love inside of me, just like overwhelming, overflowing love. And I could just feel Krishna's love for Bhishma. Just a portion of it, I don't know, but it was like an ocean of love inside of me. I could feel. It was just beautiful and amazing, beyond words. Incredible. Totally incredible. Okay. Blog entry, the second one. Here we go. Blog entry 172. This is from March 8th of 2025. I realized I wasn't completely right in how I had been interpreting Krishna's answer about not giving him enough room. While increasing my devotion and reading this Gita daily certainly has helped, I now see that he was really asking for more love within my devotion. It's easy to get caught in the rhythm of routines, chanting, reading, and following the practices, and though these are all sacred, they can sometimes become mechanical if the heart is not fully engaged. Krishna is gently reminding me that devotion is not about perfection of ritual, but about the depth of love. When the heart grows too busy or the mind becomes tangled, in the form of practice, I must slow down, breathe, and return to the simplicity of just being with Krishna in love. Last night, I was able to connect with Krishna in a way that was nothing but love. It was an intimate exchange free from the structure of routine, and in that openness, he placed a drop of divine mercy in my core. That was incredible. It was like a drop touching a steady pool, and these waves rippled out and was like waves of like sparkle and bliss flowing through me. It was wow. Yeah, I remember it clearly now, just completely. And even though it was a year ago or more, that mercy brought a deep, unshakable peace, as if he was saying, "This is what I seek from you, not just the form of devotion, but the love behind it." I could feel him nearer than before, closer than he was yesterday. Without doubt, he is drawing me into greater intimacy, reminding me that love is the essence of devotion, and that all practice must circle back to this truth. When I return to love, everything flows more naturally, and the rituals themselves become alive, again, no longer burdens, but expressions of the heart's longing for Krishna. So, we have the thing that I can't state enough, and I can't come back to enough, is rituals and rules. They have a place and they're helpful, but we have to use the baseline of what helps us grow our love for Radha and Krishna, for God. And we have to build our devotion based on what helps us grow our love. What helps you grow your love may not be what helps the person beside you grow their love. And so it's important that we have space for change and growth, and whatever our devotion is, to maybe it moves an hour later, an hour earlier. Maybe we go to a certain place in the forest that's special to us with Radha and Krishna, but we hold the space for them to take us where they want to take us and show us what they want to show us, and there has to be this ebb and flow and this elasticity for us to change and grow and evolve in our devotion, our meditation, and our expression of love with Radha and Krishna, with God. And we have to embrace that, and we have to hold that and hold space for that. And that's how we continue to grow. We're like little bitty kids, right? So we're growing and growing and growing towards God. So first we can't move. We just lay there. Then we crawl. Then we walk. Then we run, right? As we grow and we progress. So we have to make space to allow for that and practice feeling in our heart and soul what feels right to us and helps us grow that way the most. And I really can't state that enough. And I'm going to say it a bunch of times in these videos. So, all right, well, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a blessed rest of your day. Radhe, 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 Radhe.